It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting here at one of my favorite places in the world, Antares Bush Camp, here in the Greater Kruger. And as you can see behind me, I'm sitting inside Umgede Hide, and I'm here for about 3 days. And I'm just going to share with you what it feels like to spend some quality time in an underground hide. And of course, we'll share our best sightings with you as well. And I say we because I'm not alone. I think some of you might recognize this person. It's Byron Grobler.
Hello everyone.
Byron is a fellow content creator who runs a YouTube channel called Wild Journeys, on which he shares his own adventures and animal encounters. If you enjoy what I do, you'll definitely enjoy his videos as well. So I've left a link to his channel in the video description if you'd like to check it out.
What's the first impressions of the hide?
I am just loving this place. It's my first time ever in an underground hide, and yeah, what an experience.
Well, I'll tell you what, we are not short on patience, so we're going to be sitting here for as much as we can over the next 2 days. And like I said, hopefully share some cool stuff with you. Enjoy.
Because you typically check in during the heat of the day, unsurprisingly, our very first sighting was a big herd of elephants.
How epic is that?
I don't know what to film. I'm actually just going to enjoy this first sighting.
For the rest of the afternoon, there was a steady flow of animals around the waterhole. By 5:45 in the evening, the light started taking effect, and half an hour later, a dainty little bushbuck came down to drink. She was the last animal to show up that evening, and by 10 o'clock, we finally called it a night. We were back in Umgede Hide before the sun rose, and at about 6:30, Byron spotted something.
We just had 2 lionesses walk past the hide. They looked at us, but they didn't seem interested in drinking. And we're hearing some impalas giving alarm calls behind the hide now, so we're just keeping an eye on this window to see whether there's more pride members approaching.
Unfortunately, the rest of the pride was nowhere to be seen, and the 2 lionesses were obviously not thirsty. That didn't stop us from having a drink though, and before we knew it, the next lot of animals arrived at the waterhole.
So yesterday the elephants came in at about midday. It's only 10:30 now, but it's definitely starting to heat up. So we've kind of gotten ourselves ready, put the wide angle lenses on, and now we just hope that they got the memo. It's about 20 to 3 in the afternoon and those ellies have still not showed up at the hide. It's been very, very quiet, to be honest with you. We've only had a few herds of impala come down, but luckily nice and big herds. But otherwise very, very quiet. But I must be honest with you, it hasn't really bothered me because I've had such good company in the hide. You know, Byron and I have just been sitting there talking nonsense, and there's been loads of bird activity around camp. Waxbills and a little brown-hooded kingfisher that came down to bathe. There was even a hummerkop down at the water's edge earlier. And just here around camp, there's been Retz's helmet shrikes, black-headed orioles, crested barbets. So there really is a lot of life here around the hide. So for now, we're going to stick it out for another 2 hours of daylight, hoping that those ellies come down. And then if we're really lucky around sunset, those 2 lionesses come back and maybe even bring their cubs down as well. Let's see what happens. So it's quite amazing. The owner, Ian, has put together like literally a sightings logbook from last year and then also up to now this year. He's got a CCTV camera at the top, so that basically records everything that comes down to drink throughout the day and the night. And he's just put together this amazing file where you can literally go and see what species of animals came to drink last year on any specific day. And he's kind of divided it up in 3-hour splits. So you can see elephants came between 3 and 6 in the morning, and then impala drank between 6 and 9. It's just absolutely amazing. So I'm just going through them to see if I can get any kind of trend or idea of what we might see in the next couple of days. So last year this time they saw lions early in the morning, and so did we today. So that means maybe elephants this afternoon at 3 o'clock. How does that sound?
Sounds good. I'm ready.
We may have been ready, but the elephants weren't. And we were reminded again just how much patience is needed in an underground hide.
It's about 5 o'clock in the morning and we're back here in Umgede Hide. We stayed up until about 10 o'clock last night, like we did the first evening, but very, very quiet. Only a few duikers, a scrub here or two, but nothing big. But this morning we're going to give it another good go. It's probably about 45 minutes before the crested francolins wake up and it starts getting light, and hopefully those lions come back. So the first impalas have just come down. It's about 6:30, and there's beautiful bird sounds all around us. I've heard black-headed oriole, white-browed scrub robin, waxbills, firefinches, a grey go-away bird, and of course the francolins as well. And there's even a little fork-tail owlet. It's like a fork-tailed drongo that's trying to half imitate a pearl-spotted owlet. So yeah, just beautiful, slowly watching it getting lighter, and the anticipation levels are through the roof. So those ellies haven't come down yet, but I tell you, the bird life, just unbelievable this morning.
And then, without any warning, another herd of elephants showed up.
The elephants have just arrived. A whole massive herd. Check this. What do you reckon?
Chaos, and then just like that, silence.
I know, right?
Amazing.
Time to celebrate with the coffee.
Let's do this.
You're taking some of your clips, eh? They come out well.
Man, I can't wait to have a proper look at these. Just amazing.
I can't wait to drink this coffee. Nom, 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 nom.
That's just one of the many things that I love about Umgede Hide. The fact that I can make a fresh cup of coffee to help me stay awake. It also has comfortable chairs, charging points for your batteries and cell phone, gimbals and beanbags for camera support, as well as a day bed if you need to take a nap. Antares is a self-catering camp that can accommodate up to 8 guests in 5 comfortable bedrooms with ensuite bathrooms. It has a fully equipped kitchen, a dining room, a lounge and a swimming pool. And no bush camp would be complete without an awesome braai area.
It's just turned into the most beautiful morning. It's nice and hot. It's only 10 o'clock and I think it's going to be like the earliest I've braaied in my life. But we've decided to put some meat on the fire and then we'll have lunch and dinner sorted.
More like bonfire.
Let's hope it doesn't poison us.
After enjoying a delicious braai, I spent some time filming waxbills and pitilias at the reflection pond, which is located behind Umgede Hide. And then it was time to stake out the waterhole again.
It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon and we're hearing some impalas give alarm calls to the southwest, and we're just really hoping that something special is going to pop out.
For the following hour, we sat at the edges of our chairs waiting for something special to appear from the thickets behind the water. But whatever spooked the impalas must have walked in another direction. And just when we were about to call it a night, a lioness walked into the open behind the water. Just like the ones we had seen the previous morning, she was on a mission, walking straight past the hide and disappearing into the darkness. If you enjoy the peace and tranquility of nature and the sounds of the bushveld, you'll love Antares Bush Camp. And if you have patience and the discipline to sit still for long periods of time, you'll see some amazing things from within Umgede Hide, both small and big. I've left a link to the Antares Bush Camp website in the video description if you'd like to learn more. Last but by no means least, a massive thank you to all my patrons for your continued support of my channel. If you'd like to learn more about how you can get involved, check out my Patreon link in the description below. Until next time,